A lot of us have spent a good amount of time on the bass learning how to play things via patterns and shapes on the instrument. And that's great for getting started, but the problem that a lot of players run into is that when they practice patterns up and down in a particular position or up and down the fingerboard, if that's really the only way in which they execute those particular notes and the ordering of those notes, when we go to perform, we end up sounding like we're just playing a bunch of rehearsed shapes and patterns. And if you've watched a lot of the applied harmony and theory oriented videos here on the site, you're probably already aware that I'm a really huge fan of the idea of turning things that we already know pattern-wise into ear training devices. And what I want to do in this particular lesson is take scale patterns that we already know and basically try to adopt more musical ways of playing through them that help us to get away just from that sequential scalar sound that we're so used to hearing and moving in an ascending and descending fashion. And I'm going to start with an example just based on the C major scale. And if I play the C major scale from the 3rd fret A string, I'm going to have these notes: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then the octave C. All right, so I'm just going to play this 1 octave C major scale up and down. Well, if all we do is practice the scale in this ascending and descending fashion, chances are that when we go to make use of it in any sort of a applied setting musically, we're going to end up, because of the muscle memory work that we've done, we're probably going to end up playing things in that sort of order or making it sound like it's more scalar or more exercise-like than anything else. We really want to try to get away from that once we have the muscle memory down for the particular shape. So we're going to apply in this lesson the concept of sequences to our scale patterns to try to get away from that just very heavily ordered pattern of notes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, so on and so on. So this is based on the idea that we're going to take a predetermined number of notes and we're going to play them as a scale fragment from each individual note that we find in the scale. Okay, so starting with the example of sequence 2s, what that means is that we're going to take a sequence of 2 notes in a row and we're going to apply that to every individual note that we find in our scale. So if we use that and apply it to the C major scale, if I'm going to play a sequence 2 starting from the first note, the root note C, that means that I'm going to play C starting with that note going 2 notes in a row. So functionally, what I'm going to be playing are the notes 1 to 2, or as they apply specifically to the C major scale, C to D. All right, so that would be a sequence of 2 notes starting from C. Now I'm done with that sequence. Now I go to the second note in the scale, which is D, and now I'm going to apply sequence 2s to that. So I'm going to go from 2 to 3 functionally, which note-wise is going to be D to E. And then if I apply sequence 2s to the third note in the scale, I'm going to be going from 3 to 4. So that's going to be E to F. And then 4 to 5, which is F to G. 5 to 6, which is G to A. 6 to 7, which is A to B. And then 7 to octave, which is going to be B to C. So when we hear that played without any pause in between, this is what it's going to sound like. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, octave. And then moving back down, it would be octave 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. Okay, and I'll play it again without calling out the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then back down. Okay, so that is sequence 2s applied to the C major scale. Now, if you've done any modal work with the videos that cover that information on the site, then you've already been shown the 3-note per string patterns that allow you to play the largest range of notes in a single position. So let's now apply sequence 2s to the expanded form that goes 3 notes per string. So instead of starting C here on the 3rd fret A string, what we're going to do is we're going to start it here on the 8th fret E string. And this is a range that's going to be compatible no matter what bass you have, 4-string, 5-string, or 6-string bass. So we're going to start this from the 8th fret E string C note, and we're going to go through and apply sequence 2s to that entire 3-note per string pattern. And this is how that's going to look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that gives you a greater range that you can cover in a single position. And it also should give you a little hint that whenever you learn a new sequencing pattern, you want to apply it to every mode that you know, right? And so in the case of the major scale modes, we would have 7 different positions, 7 different fingerings that we'd be able to apply this to, right? So kind of stepping forward just a little bit, if I was then to move to the next mode in the C major scale, that second mode would be starting on D, and then it would be a D Dorian scale. Okay, we just got done playing the C major, the C Ionian mode from the 8th fret E string. Now from the 10th fret E string is where we would begin our Dorian mode, which is the second note of the scale, is that's our starting point there. And if we applied sequence 2s to that particular mode, it would look like this. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, and likewise you can apply that to all the other modes, and you can get a great workout from that is now going to take your scale work, your applied harmony and theory work using modes, and it's going to allow you to hear those notes played in a different order. Okay, so that's sequence 2s. Now we're actually going to take sequencing forms. We're going to go from 2s all the way up to 7s. So the one that we'd work on after 2s would be sequence 3s. It's the same idea. We're taking a predetermined number of notes. In the case of 3s, we're taking 3 notes in a row, and we're playing a 3-note scale fragment in order, starting from every respective note of the scale. And I'm going to go back to that C Ionian 3-note per string pattern again to demonstrate the rest of these, just so you're able to see this played from the same location on the bass. But once again, the concept applies to every one of those individual modes that you were working on. Okay, so here's sequence 3s applied to that C major or C Ionian scale. I'm going to take each note of the scale and I'm going to play 3 notes in a row. So functionally, I'm going to start with the 1 and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So now I'm done with that one. And then I would go to scale degree 2, and I'd go 3 notes in a row from there. 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to go to scale degree 3. I'm going to go 3 notes from there. 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 5, 6. Then 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 1, 7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. And then coming down, it's just the opposite. You're taking the patterns in reverse. So starting with the 5 up here, we'd go down 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 7, 1, 7, 6, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay? So here are sequence 3s. 1, 2, 3, and. Sequence fours takes the same concept. We're going to go 4 notes in a row from each of the individual scale degrees. So that's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 1, 6, 7, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 7, 2, 1, 7, 6, 1, 7, 6, 5, 7, 6, 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is the sequence fours. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now sequenced fives would go 5 notes in a row from each scale degree. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to add one comment, and that is whenever you're working through these, be sure to use the exact same fingers on each note that you would use if you were just playing the mode normally, ascending and descending, just like a scale pattern. That way, every finger still has the exact same responsibility of playing the same notes, and that just helps to reinforce your thinking and your muscle memory as you play through these, so that you have the best chance of playing the correct note the first time. So the more you condition yourself to having certain fingers being used to playing on each particular note, the better you're setting yourself up for success when you're trying a new sequence or a new pattern that's a variation of these scales that you're playing. And if you'll notice with the sequence fives that I just played, I made sure that I used finger 1 when I played scale degree 4, and then also when I played scale degree 7. And it's not a problem to actually just do a quick little hop in between those frets if you have to make a jump to one of those notes from the other. And that way you don't get out of your fingering sequence and get your hand out of position when you're working through these. So something very important to keep in mind if you're trying to play these as accurately as you can. Okay, so now we're on to sequence sixes, and we're going to apply the same concept, 6 notes in a row from each of the individual scale degrees. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be the ascending part of it. Descending, we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then the last one we're going to do is sequence sevens. And now we'll go 7 notes in a row from each scale degree. So we start off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are your sequence groups 2s through 7s, and we just applied those to the 3-note per string major scale pattern starting on C, 8th fret E string. Now, once again, you want to apply these to all of your modal patterns, and the way I recommend working on these is that if you're already have a practice routine in which you're working on your modes through a different key each day, where you're stepping through every modal pattern in the on the fingerboard all the way up and all the way back, what I suggest doing is staying in that same key and then choose one of the sequences for each day and work the sequenced form through every one of those modes in the same distance from the bottom of the neck all the way to the top and then back down again. So you're actually going through the modes twice. The first time just the normal sequential order as if you were just playing the scales ascending and descending, and then you're going through and reinforcing it a second time, this time with the sequenced approach for whatever sequence that you have chosen for that day. And after you've done that for several days, what I want you to try to do is see if you can now try to improvise either with a background track or even just on your own, just noodling around. See if you can incorporate those sequences into your phrasing to where now you're not just playing scales, mindlessly ascending and descending without really thinking about it. Instead, now you're thinking about, I've got an intention of playing a particular sequence from different random notes in the scale, changing the orders, changing the direction. This is a way that you can really get started with trying to break outside of the shell of just that straight scalar style of playing. Remember, at the end of the day, we want our ideas to be led by our ears more than our eyes. So we've got to try to break our dependence on the pattern-based approaches that we're so used to doing as stringed instrument players. So I hope this helps you.